And do that Michelle thing where you go like this. You don't totally agree, but you're not going to say anything. But
because I'm a lady,
even though you know there's 10 cameras on you.
Right? I'm going.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment Weekly. I'm Joey Nolfi, EW's beat reporter for all things drag, and today I am joined by 5 icons who are taking drag to the global stage, literally, on the new Paramount Plus singing competition, Queen of the Universe, which pits drag artists from all around the world against each other in an all-out, lip-sync-less competition of real vocal prowess. Please welcome the Queen of the Universe host, Graham Norton, and judges Leona Lewis, Vanessa Williams, Michelle Visage, and drag superstar Trixie Mattel.
It's a singing competition first, it's a drag competition second, and I think what you think you know is going to be out the door, because this is yes, it's singing, but it's definitely different.
Yeah, and I mean, for drag queens, if the track keeps going, you could fall down drunk or break your leg. The track keeps going.
Right.
But for live singers, the stakes are definitely higher. You are the CD. You are the MP3.
Telling a drag queen that, though, that can go to their head. Are we worried about that?
Honey, telling a drag queen anything can go to their head, as you know.
Yeah.
This is a different singing competition in a sense that we are judging their voices first and the kind of total package, and their drag again second. So I feel like there is so much layered into it. It is so much fun, and we'll uncover a whole bunch of gems along the way. And it's Trixie's first time judging, so I'm excited for her to be on this side of the judging table.
You know, it's crazy. I mean, I'm going to be judging, and Michelle's going to be judging my judging, and it's going to be a three-way judging situation.
I'll be texting her under the judging table. What are you doing? No, Trixie.
Yes, she'll give me a no. But I think drag queens in general are like self-producers. So even at like a low-budget local drag show, drag queens are worried about the costumes, the words, the choreography, what are the people eating at the Hamburger Mary's while the number goes on. So giving drag queens the key to the car and saying, go sing me a great number, it's a recipe for success.
It's wonderful, and it's different to the glamour that is lip syncing. We're not taking anything away, because lip syncing in and of itself is a freaking art, and it's very difficult to do and do well. And this is just a whole different competition. This is singing. How do we sound? It matters.
I'm here really as this is ridiculous that I'm here, because it is like I'm just an audience member. I've just got the best seat in the house. I'm just here to enjoy these performances. There's something about the emotional vulnerability meets the glitz of show business. It's those two things coming together that I find sort of heartbreaking and joyful at the same time. There's something about drag that elevates everything. You know, it makes you laugh harder. It makes you cry more. And I can't explain it. All I know is, just as a fan of drag, that's my experience of it.
It's a global aspect that we've never seen before. And it's a singing competition. So no one is lip syncing. They are all singing their own tunes. And we will be judging them not only on the quality of their talent and musicianship, but their star quality.
And I'm obviously looking for a great voice and charisma that fills the stage, but I just think it's going to be so fun and big and fabulous. So I think it will be great for everyone watching.
Given the format of the show, I have to ask, how was it possible to make Eurovision even gayer?
Well, you just nailed it.
You just add Michelle. Makes
go.
anything gayer.
There you go. It's a secret sauce to a gay show.
Add Michelle, and then it's automatically 1,000 times gayer. Are you apprehensive that you're now on a panel with Michelle next to Michelle instead of being judged by her? How does that change the dynamic between you two?
Well, with Michelle in the room, I would like to say that I would never disagree with anything she would ever say.
We'll see
and
about
Michelle,
that.
you also look lovely today.
Thank you. As to you, Trixie.
But also, I called Michelle a couple days ago from the States, and I was like, what's your golden rule of how to do this? And she told me something I never realized, even when I was a competitor. The judges are really your only lifeline to finding out how to get closer to the end. The judges are helping you. They're saying, you're doing good, and if you did this, it'd be even better. But of course, when you're competing, it's difficult in an art form that's sort of born as an FU to society to listen to anyone. But judges are supposed to help you, and I really want to help these people because I've won and lost twice.
It hurts to hear things that you don't want to hear. All these performers, me included, when I audition or I perform or I compete, you want to hear the best critiques. You want to get 10s across the board all the time, but that's not how we grow. So it is a judge's job to help these kids be the best that they can be. And I might go about it differently than Trixie or Leona or Vanessa will, but for me, I just kind of tell it like it is, because the world is not Skittles and rainbows, and they have to know the harsh reality is that wasn't good enough. This is how you can make it better. And that's kind of my delivery, which will be different to everybody else. But it's never the goal to dissuade. It's never the goal to negate or cut down. It's always to lift them up. It's just when you're in the moment, it hurts to hear it.
Yeah. But I both times I did Drag Race, I always left feeling more in touch with what I could do better. I mean, you really get that out of it.
Right.
And then when you watch yourself on TV, you go, oh, wow, they were right.
Yep.
It hurts in the moment, and then you watch it, and next time you see a Michelle or a Ross, you go, I see exactly what you're talking about.
Are you guys ready to get in there and start judging? Like, we're not pulling punches, like we're gonna judge these queens.
Oh, we're ready. At least I am.
Yeah, we want to find the best of the best, you know.
What do you think are you looking for in an ideal contestant?
Well, more is more. As you can see with our costumes or outfits today, we are full on glam, and that's what we expect from our contestants. Not only an incredible visual, but also the talent to back that up. So this is definitely more is more.
Yeah, I want to see all the creativity on that stage and just see the spectacles that they come up with.
It's like a little pop diva panel that we have going on. It's really, really fun. I've known Vanessa for many years, and we've been girlfriends outside of this. We like to laugh together, eat together, shop together. So I'm really happy to be working with her, and she's Vanessa Williams. Trixie, I'm so glad, is part of this. I've never gotten a chance to work with her other than telling her what she did wrong.
That's really true. I think we maybe did one cruise together once.
Yes. And then we also took a boat. Leona Lewis is just, an amazing singer, an amazing performer, absolutely stunningly beautiful. And we're so excited to have her to be a part of it. So I think people are going to get a little taste of something different from everybody. I can only be me. You know what I do. But I can't wait to see what Leona, Vanessa, and Trixie do with this. I'm excited.
It's pretty gaggy.
I can't wait to fight with all of them.
Don't do that Michelle thing where you go like this. You don't totally agree, but you're not going to say anything. But
because I'm a lady.
Even though you know there's 10 cameras on you.
Right, I'm going.
Yeah. When you really have done poorly, the worst critique you can get from Michelle is this. All right, so-and-so. You know, right? Michelle would just go, we don't have to talk about
It's done.
I don't need to humiliate you. You know what happened.
That's worse
It
than
is dead.
anything.
Yeah.
That means you truly, it's not even worth addressing,
But you know.
But you know, and you do
the
know.
worst two words in the English language, yes. You know. Michelle, is there maybe something that you've taken from Trixie over the years, or something that Trixie has told you that has changed your opinion on judging, hearing it from a contestant?
Never use white eyeliner. That's what I learned from Trixie.
Actually, Michelle was, on both seasons, she was always very nice with what eyeliner.
Here's the thing.
I call it my dangling participle.
It is your dangling participle. For me, drag, I've been a fan of drag since I was 17. And sorry, Ross Matthews, you're not the biggest fan of drag. I am. I was raised on the cotton teats of drag queens. So for me, they inspire me daily. So what do I learn? I learn something every time I watch a drag queen perform. I watch a drag queen get ready. I watch a drag queen interact. I learn something every single time. And I'm, how many years later, and it's still the love of my life. I am their biggest fan. So for me, I'm learning every day.
I think the important thing is that all the way along, although people are being judged, I think overall, it's about celebrating. It's about celebrating these queens, celebrating their talent. Some of these queens are coming from countries where just being them, just existing as a gay person or a queer person is very hard to do. And so to put them on this stage and to elevate them and celebrate them is so important and so joyful, not just for them, but for everybody watching as well.
That's what I
normal.
love about this show as well, that the fact that it's global, it's people from around the world like embracing this and really just living their best lives. So I'm so excited to be a part of that.
Well, what are you both looking for a winner, whoever wins the show? What are you looking for them to do in the actual music industry?
Well, I mean, drag queens to me are the new pop stars. So, you know, I think for me, I'm sure Trixie would agree, this is looking for a very viable pop career. Somebody who really wants to make it singing, and not just drag, but a drag performer, a singer.
And pop stars and drag queens, what are we? A few tracks of hair different from each other?
Well, kind of
Really?
the same actually at this point.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Yeah.
So I think somebody who knows what they look like on stage. Somebody, obviously it's a singing competition, but at its heart, I believe it'll be a performing competition.
100%.
Because having a great instrument and having a command over it is fabulous, but being able to like really own the space like a star, mama.
Yeah.
Well, it would be great if they had a career, a singing career that they actually could have hits.
To actually cross over
Yeah.
and to have a career, a real artist, to make a real true artist would be an amazing accomplishment with the show.
Yeah. I mean, you know, times have changed since my first album came out in 1988. So I was signed to a record company for 10 years. We had albums and CDs and cassette players. The whole music world has changed. But to be on the radio, to get airplay is still an amazing feat, no matter how it happens. So if one of the queens or the queen who wins this competition can have a hit on the radio, and that would be incredible.
And just represent the community and just be loud and proud about it.
Well, honestly, I think people will come to this for the kind of, you know, for the laughs, for the glamour, for the kind of, you know, what the hell is this? You know, there was bound to be some of that. And I think people will stay because they'll go, oh my God, these people are so good. I must say, you know, I assumed if you're going to be crowning someone Queen of the Universe, they must be pretty good. I had no idea how good they would be.
Trixie, you are part of a wave of queens who have broken down already the notion of the quote-unquote drag queen music. And I'm wondering if you find that descriptor limiting when people immediately are like, oh, well, this is, you know, it's all just drag queen music. And do you think this show will help legitimize drag queens who do music in a certain sense?
You'd be amazed of where it comes from too. I was on a call with Bob the drag queen. We were doing like a talk back, and the person interviewing said, Trixie, you do like real music. I mean, Bob, you know, you do, but Trixie. And I was like, to say that house music or dance music or a bitch track or a drag queen track is not real music is problematic to start with, especially when drag queens tend to set like the trends that pop stars follow.
It's all music. It's all music, not to be negated.
So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Oh, cheers, Joey. Thanks for all your support.
And Joey, thank you, and thanks to EW, because, you know, when the outlets were kind of ignoring us or not propping us up to where I think these queens should be, Entertainment Weekly was always there, supporting us, supporting our show, supporting our queens, and you know, that means a lot. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You guys should change your name to Entertainment Strong.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm glad that we have that on a recorded line. We will change it. You're bringing a tear to my eye, Michelle.
There she goes.
Oh, and then she says it and then pieces out.
Leave on a high note. Yeah. Not dead. Save your best joke for last.